Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sheep Get Sheared Podcast, home of people, politics, and popular culture. I'm your host, Austin Creed. I want to welcome you into the show. My friends, I'll be totally honest with you. You want to know what I'm doing right now? You want to know? I know you're dying to know. I'm actually parked outside of a house that I want to buy at some point. I encourage you, before we get into the main event, I really want to encourage you to have a vision for your life. I want to encourage you to aim high. I want to encourage you to say, hey, I want X, and I'm going to get that. It may not be today. It might not be tomorrow, but I'm going to get that thing because I want it. Therefore, I'm going to get it. I want to do this. Therefore, I'm going to go do it. I'm working towards it. It's going to happen. I just wanted to get that out of the way. I really wanted to discuss with you that I don't just say things for effect. I don't just tell you to read books by Napoleon Hill, by Sun Tzu. I don't tell you to read books and to improve yourself and to develop yourself as an individual just for fluff. Okay? I don't talk about losing weight while I eat hot Cheetos and drink milkshakes and eat crap and McDonald's all day, okay? I don't just tell you to aim high and to become the best version of yourself when you're not just living it. I am parked outside the house right now. It's a model home in a neighborhood that I'm looking at. I think it's fantastic. Now, is it a little bit out of my price range? Probably, yes. Does that mean that I should not look at it? No. But you know what? That's not the main point of the show. I wanted to tell you that because you need to get your mind right. You need to get your head out of the clouds and you need to put it down on the earth and you need to say, okay, if I want this, I need to go for it. If I need something, I'm going to get that. That is how you avoid being manipulated. That is how you avoid being extorted, blackmailed, destroyed from within. That is how you do that. And I'm sorry to tell you, too many guys that I know both anecdotally and data empirically shows there are too many men out here who instead of looking at a house they're trying to buy as a young man, they're out here instead trying to hit up some girl. They're out here saying, dang, man, I wish I was in a relationship. Man, I wish I had hoes. Man, I wish I was out here getting choosing signals. That's what so many dudes are thinking. And I don't blame you. I don't. Testosterone's a hell of a drug. I'll tell you that right now. Hell of a drug. But let me tell you something. If you want to become the best version of yourself, keep listening because I'm about to give you some game here. Do you honestly think, let's go back to the relationship thing. Let's say for 2 seconds, okay, you want to date. All right? You want to settle down or even if you just want to have hoes over, okay? Either avenue works in what I'm about to tell you. Do you think that women want to struggle? Do you think that they want to go out there and say, oh yeah, I'll build with Brad. I'll build with Shane. I'll build with these guys who are kind of broke. I'll build something with them. I'll totally not go to Chad, Tyrone, and Sugar Daddy and go live in their McMansion or in their nice house, their 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath house with electricity, central heating, a fridge full of food, free Wi-Fi, and all that, and Netflix and Hulu and HBO and all that shit. You really think they'd rather go to your ghetto-ass apartment and with the rats and the roaches, or to your hotel room where you can smash? Or do you think she want to sleep in an actual bed with an actual mattress and bed frame with nice sheets and central heating? What do you think she's going to choose? Exactly. But this is the problem. Women will manipulate you to think that they don't care about that shit. They'll think, oh no, it's only about, I care about feelings. Austin, you're wrong. Austin, I care about personality. I care about the man. I care about all these total non-measurable things, these intangibles. I care about them. And how dare you try to tell me I'm a gold digger and I care about all this stuff that doesn't matter. Okay, now I'm going to stop you right there. It's a fake woman I just invented. You are a liar, okay? Gentlemen, if you think that you can just have a dad bod and be broke and be ugly and be short and all this shit and think that you're going to come out here and get hoes, or you're going to come out here and get a good relationship? Let me ask you, I'll answer your question with a question. When was the last time you saw a short, pudgy, balding, ugly dude with hoes? Unless he was rich. Huh? What? Never? Yeah, exactly. But again, this is the problem, because women will go on the internet and they'll say, oh, I'm done with the jerks now. I just want the nice guy. But of course, she don't tell you she's 30. She don't tell you she still wants Chad. All this stuff is an unavoidable fact of reality. And it's because of this manipulation that people don't level up. They don't want to level up. They want to just sit back and say, oh, you know what? I'm going to be average. And, because I'm average, I think I'm entitled to a model. No, my friend, you're entitled to nothing. Okay? As much grief as I give the ladies, gentlemen, I gotta tell you, you sound delusional when you say those things. But part of it is due to the manipulation. I understand that. In fact, the problem I see on social media, and trust me, I'm on social media all the time because that's what I am. It's what I do. So when I go out here and I see women blaming everybody but themselves, you ever watch one of these Instagram thoughts or these TikTok hoes, and they come out here and they want to say that they'll do everything wrong, or even better yet, you'll do everything right, but then somehow they'll cheat on you and make it your fault. Or you'll do everything right, but she just wasn't feeling it, Or women will come out here and say that, oh, why are dudes walking away from dating? Why are the passport bros flying overseas? Why is all this happening? Meanwhile, they're doing nothing to actually adjust their message and they're not giving men a reason to participate in the system. None. Zero. They'll just try to manipulate you. But I'm not trying to manipulate you, my friends. If I was, I would sit out here and tell you you can eat hot Cheetos, be fat, be lazy, be ugly, and Victoria's Secret model is going to come knock at your door. No. The only way that's happening is if she works for the IRS and you owe taxes. That's the only way that's happening. My friends, manipulation from women, that is how they work. So don't hold out against them per se, okay? But you need to understand the manipulation both from the government, society, social media, and from women you're going to get, okay? I believe, and I've said this before, I believe that relationships are transactional. Now, that's not meant to cheapen their value. It is meant to tell you need leverage. I had a conversation with a guy I love very dearly in my life. We had a very good conversation. And we discussed kind of what his goals were versus what my goals were. I try not to discuss this stuff with people in my personal life. Why? Number one, because I don't want to depress them. Most people don't actually want to hear the very raw truth. I actually tend to give things a lot more of a sugarcoating to the people I know in real life because, trust me, I'll test to see just how much they actually want to hear. A lot of times, people don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear stuff that's going to actually be like, damn, wow, is that true? Shit, that sucks. People don't want to hear that. They don't want to adjust themselves accordingly. And partially, I don't blame them. I really don't. It's tough. It's not easy. But you need to be aware of the manipulation of women out here. Number one, you want to know the number one manipulation? I know you're dying to know. Are you ready? You want to know? The number one, not number two, the number one manipulation women will tell you is that they love you. That's the number one thing. Now, I know, I can hear you already. You're saying, Austin, that is ridiculous. How dare you say that to me? My girl loves me. My wife loves me. My girlfriend loves me. How dare you say that? You're bitter. You're hurt. You don't know what you're talking about. Hold on a second. I'm not done. Hold on. Hold your horses now. I understand. You don't like what you heard. I get it. Hold on a second. Before you get too upset, hold on a second. The reason I say that is not to say she doesn't care at all. What I am saying is this. She loves what you are providing for her. Don't believe me? If you don't believe me, I invite you to do the following. If you think your girl loves you, irrelevant of house, cars, dates, time, energy, whatever, I invite you to do what I'm about to tell you. Here it is. Stop paying the bills. Stop taking her out on dates. Stop doing the things that you normally do and see if the love is still there. That is what I invite you to do. And the minute you try that, get back to me on where the love is. Get back to me on if the love is still there. Now, I am not saying this for you to resent your wife, your girlfriend, whatever. What I am saying is you need to understand why women are in your life. They are there to get something from you, which is not bad. One of the few things that Karl Marx said that I ironically agree with is that use is the only currency. Now, I am not saying that they do this to be leeches, to be bad people per se. Some might. But what I'm saying is you need to understand what's happening. Women like to pretend like men use them for sex and all they want to give you is love. That is a lie. That is a lie. They don't want to give you love. They want to get from you. And if they feel like it, they'll make dinner. If they feel like it, they'll give you sex. If they feel like it, they'll give you cuddles. If they feel like it, then they'll do something for you. Otherwise, they won't do shit. Most people won't do more than they have to do to have the things they have. That's just a fact of reality. Women are people, last time I checked. So therefore, logic would dictate they follow the same rules as everybody else. But my friends, again, we're going to go back to the manipulation aspect that I just talked about. That is why I say that. The manipulation is not inherently evil. It is a survival mechanism. Now, if you think survival is evil, well, then that is your argument, not mine. But what I am telling you is do not get it twisted. I am not saying that women are evil. I'm not saying all men are good. What I am saying is you need to be aware of the manipulation by women. The internet is filled with manipulation by men, by these women. So I'm not going to talk about it. If you want to find that, go to TikTok, you'll find plenty. Go to YouTube, you'll find plenty. Go anywhere, go to Twitter, Reddit, anywhere, you'll find it. Trust me, it's not hard. Versus hearing content like this, where I tell you, hey, your girl doesn't actually love you. People don't want to hear that. They don't believe that. Until they get in divorce court, and then they say, what the? Who is this person? That's not my wife. Who is that? Who is that person over there on the stand telling lies about me, slandering me, talking all this cash shit? Who is this person? If you haven't seen that, you don't know what I'm talking about. Now, I don't blame you. I have not been through a divorce personally. I have seen people go through divorce, I've seen how divorce affects people's lives. I've seen how divorce affects kids. I've seen all that, which is exactly why I don't recommend marriage to people. Can it work? Yes. Statistically, will it? No. But again, this goes back to the manipulation because you'll be ashamed if you want a prenup. Oh, how dare you? What is it all about money? Yes. I did a whole show on how the government sees you and your marriage as a corporate merger. You want to check it out? I did it like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, I think. It's like how the government sees you. That's what it's titled. If you want to go look at it, don't worry about it. But again, I don't just talk out of my butt. I know what I'm talking about. Now, if you're young, you want to have the Romeo and Juliet minus the ending, I don't blame you. Just realize that statistically, the odds are not in your favor. And instead of sitting outside a nice house that you one day want to live in, and you're focused on making that money, getting a bag, you're instead out here trying to fornicate with these hoes. Guess what? Your priorities are out of whack. Your priorities are out of whack, and that is why you are susceptible to the manipulation. Now, if you want to not be susceptible to manipulation, you need to get your head on straight, and you need to start seeing the reality. You need to take the red pill. You need to take the red pill. You have to do it. You have to be like Neo in the Matrix. You gotta do it. Is it gonna be pleasant? No. Is it gonna be liberating? Oh, you betcha. Oh, yes. Yes, it will. But again, my friends, if you're not even taking your daily vitamins, you're not gonna want to take the red pill every day. And the red pill is not just like, oh, consume my content. No, it just means you need to choose to see things for how they are. Not how you wish they were, not how they should be, not how they would be if this and that and the other thing and the one and the this and the that. No. How it actually is right now. That is what you must do. My friends, manipulation surrounds you. What you must decide for yourself is whether or not you will be a player or be played. That is what you must decide. My friends, stay vigilant, stay informed, and for God's sakes, question everything that you come across. It will only help you. I'm out of here. Peace. Have a great night.